Okay, let's talk about supplements for testosterone and TRT management. Obviously, there's a lot of drugs to know with TRT. We've talked about the idea that there's really three major ones: cypionate, enanthate, and propionate. And then we talked about some of the ancillary drugs that you can use along with bioidentical TRT. Now we're going to talk about some of the supplements that you will probably want to use or be aware of in relation to TRT therapy. First of all, we want to basically replete some of the nutrients that we know through research can impact testosterone function. These are going to be zinc, magnesium, and vitamin D mainly. If we are low in any of these, and many men are, supplementing with them will raise testosterone. Obviously, supplementing with them, if you have adequate testosterone levels, will likely do nothing. And so what are the doses on this? Well, I can give you a couple recommendations. At Metabolic Effect, we sell a product called Metabolic Complex. That is a really good multivitamin to be taking along with your TRT. Another great supplement to take here is a supplement called ZMA, zinc magnesium aspartate. It's basically a supplement that contains zinc aspartate and magnesium aspartate along with vitamin B6. Take it according to the dose. You can find this at pretty much any natural health food store, vitamin shop, GNC, anything like that. In terms of vitamin D supplementation, you want to test first. If levels are below 50 nanograms per milliliter, then you want to begin to supplement with vitamin D, and the dose on that is typically going to be somewhere between 2,500 IU daily to 10,000 IU daily. Make sure you talk to your physician and then retest your vitamin D levels. Very critical to make sure you're getting adequate zinc, magnesium, and vitamin D. Repleting these nutrients can definitely support testosterone therapy or raise testosterone on its own if it's low. We also want to support the hypothalamus-pituitary-gonadal axis. As you've seen through this education, the hypothalamus and pituitary are the command and control center of the metabolism. Is there anything that we can do to keep that area sensitive to feedback from testosterone and make sure that it is adequately responding to low testosterone levels? Well, adaptogens are one good way to go, and my favorite is one called Rhodiola. Seems to work very well for men. There is some indication in some old Russian research that shows it can raise testosterone levels. I'm not convinced that research is accurate, but there's also some research showing it may aid in premature ejaculation and some erectile function issues as well. So it is definitely something that I've seen be useful for men, especially for increased performance in the gym, bolstering recovery, all of those kinds of things. The dose is 200 to 400 milligrams daily. We have a product at Metabolic Effect called Adrenal Aid that contains that dose of rhodiola. It's something to consider. And finally, we talked a lot about aromatase and how testosterone can easily be converted into estrogen and how 5-alpha-reductase can convert testosterone into DHT. Well, there are many, many herbs in the natural medicine world that are both aromatase inhibitors and 5-alpha-reductase inhibitors at the same time. Some of those include nettles, saw palmetto, pumpkin seed, and pygeum. At Metabolic Effect, we have a product called the Androgen Complex that does a really, really good job of dealing with aromatase issues and 5-alpha-reductase issues. In terms of other supplements and things like that, there's obviously a whole course that could be done on all the supplements. I stuck with the ones that had the most research available to me that showed they were effective and also that I had the most clinical experience with. I can tell you things like maca, things like deer velvet antler and tribulus terrestris and all of these. There's not a lot of good research. I have not seen them be clinically effective, although the marketing out there in the world will make you seem like they would be good. I did not include them here because I don't believe they are effective. There's not enough research supporting them, and I didn't want to give you something that would waste your time and money.